know what those stock certificates are worth today? Just about the finest outhouse.
Welcome to the Outhouse Super Show, Season 2, Episode 25.
25 and 25. 2025, Episode 25 of
Weird.
Season 2.
Yeah.
Is it weird, though?
Yeah, I'm a fan of numerology.
Are you? I don't know numbers very well.
No,
I don't know.
Well, I get to know numbers. I really don't. They're still strangers to me.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Numbers
just a number.
Yeah.
They're all just ants.
Just ants.
They are numbers.
It's those minus numbers, you know, those negative numbers.
Yeah, they always disappear.
Yeah, they always go down on. They're super down all the time. I'm not into that.
They're just the worst type of integers.
Yeah, I know. Worst kind of numbers.
Sorry, integers.
Integers.
Sometimes it just doesn't add up.
Yeah. All the numbers around me, they always ate all the pie.
This doesn't add up.
This doesn't add up.
Well,
anyways, we want to appreciate you guys tuning in to
we
episode
want
25.
to appreciate it, but
we
we're
want to
fucking not
appreciate you.
gonna.
We appreciate. Sorry,
But we want to.
We're really tired. We had this is filmed on Saturday, and we had a big show last night, and we had another show tonight, and we're fucking tired.
yeah, it was fun last night. I like the punk rock.
The Foleys,
Yeah,
The Foleys and the
Leather
Steves
and Mace and the
Leather and
Steves.
Mace.
Yeah, great show.
Great
overall.
show.
I'm
Was
looking
it
very much looking
any
forward
blood
to
ended
tonight.
up on the carpet?
I don't
no,
think so.
she didn't use blood. I didn't see it.
No, she poured it all
Did
over.
she?
It was
I
all over
didn't see
Max
her.
too.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can't
Pretty-
tell. Max just
It
kind of
was
looks
so
that way
dark.
already.
Yeah, I say Mac looks like he has blood on
Hey,
him all the
Max.
time.
Shout out Max.
Yeah, Good.
Wait.
Mr. Huey Brothers. The Huey Brothers showed
Hopefully
up.
he come back tomorrow tonight because we have another show.
So we got
But-
the Barker brothers and the Huey brothers that show up. We should do it, and then the Davis brothers do a triple threat match.
triple threat tornado tag. Yeah.
Who wins the outhouse with all bands?
Yeah.
Instead of wrestling, we sell this shit with music.
Yeah. What's the Barker Brothers band?
I don't know.
We're about to find out.
Yep,
find out
exactly.
today.
You're about to find out.
About to find out today. They're coming for a PowerPoint presentation, and I'm like, really excited.
So, what was your favorite point last night, Kibbles?
My favorite point last night, I would have to say when the Foleys took the stage and the guy that was been in the mask all night and never took it off once.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tried to
Professor
find out
Payne.
who he is to stalk him, Professor Payne. but
Professor Payne.
Can't.
He's
He's steeped in mystique and mystery.
Yeah.
And he went to Cook McDougal's across the street, and they wouldn't serve him because he went inside and they go, "You got to take off the mask." He's like, "I take off the mask for no one." I'm like, I go, "That's kayfabe as fuck, man."
love
I
it.
go, "Yeah." He's like, "No, I'll wait outside for my meatballs."
If you guys have not checked out the Foleys, go check them out. They're a professional wrestling themed punk band, and they're amazing.
They're amazing.
And apparently he abides by kayfabe. He said he shows up to
Kayfabe.
practice with the mask on, and no one
Yeah,
ever sees his
they
face.
never see his real
That's awesome.
face.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. But
And the Steves were awesome. I think they were a pizza themed punk band.
yeah, basically, yeah.
And I love pizza and I love punk rock.
Oh, yeah.
And I love left-handed people. And the drummer was left-handed.
Well, you notice too, it's the same. Some of the same members, a little crossover
Was it?
and stuff. Yeah, I think when they get the drummer was the guitar or something like they switched, didn't they?
No.
They looked like it. One of the members.
No,
kept them-
there were two
No.
two different bands.
Were they? Oh. They just take him out a lot.
It's like just white guys,
Yeah,
you know, they all look
yeah,
the
the other
same.
goofy ass white
That's
Love
funny.
wrestling. I smell my own. So
Yeah, there are a lot of bands that do that
I
kind of
could-
thing.
yeah.
Though. But yeah, tonight obviously this comes out on Tuesday, so this has already happened. But we got Midwest Martyr and
Yeah.
Midwest Martyr to Breathe Again, 13 Gallon, and
I couldn't
the
stop
Remember
laughing.
Me. We added on last minute, so that was probably a really good show.
yeah. I still couldn't stop laughing from the Food Fighters. That's still the best.
That's
joke.
funny because that's the one they hate. And I
Yeah.
was like, that's so stupid. Be more original.
I go,
And you're
"That's
like,
the
no,
best.
it's funny.
That's the best thing ever.
It is funny. Yeah, I think they went like viral on one of their posts or something.
So
like
yeah,
that,
they fought the shit out of that food.
right. I
Hey,
love it.
if you were ever to fight a food, what would you fight?
Oh, broccoli. Dana
Ooh,
Carvey.
No, that's stalk, man.
No,
That's
that's
stalk you, dude.
stalking.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
stalk.
Broccoli Stalker.
Yeah. Well, Dana Carvey did the chopping broccoli. So now
Yeah.
every time I think of broccoli, I think of it like with like a black bandana and like a gi. And it's like going to fuck you up already, like broccoli, you know?
Is it?
Think about it. You ever ate a bunch of broccoli and like cleared the room the next day? So much gas.
Hey, isn't
It's
cho-
like the fucking, it's sleep. It's like, it's hiding and it jumps out when you least expect it.
the broccoli?
Yeah.
It's
It
stalking you.
stinks.
It slowly stalks you.
stalking you.
Yeah, exactly.
But isn't like a music composer?
That's Chopin.
Chopin.
Chopin. Is it Chopin
Chopin.
broccoli?
I know,
Chopin
I know what you're thinking of though.
Chopping.
It's-
It takes two.
It takes two.
Yeah, okay.
Chopping.
Mary
Yeah,
Kate
I'll play
Ash-
some chopping.
Yeah, Mary Kate and Ashley
yeah,
Olsen
okay,
movie.
that's
yeah.
what it is.
And they're all like, "Whoa!" They're all appalled that she called it chopping. I'm like, "What?" the
yeah,
hell?
well, chopping
I
broccoli.
love that movie. Is Steve Guttenberg in that? Yeah,
Yeah,
Kirstie
Steve
Alley.
Guttenberg.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't even know
Good
you knew
movie.
who Steve Guttenberg was.
I don't. I mean, he's just a guy, right? He's just another
He
white
is.
guy. They all look the same.
He went down the Kirstie Alley.
The poor man Bill Murray.
Who would be the poor man Bill Cosby?
Rock.
The Rock?
Chris Dutton,
Chris
Charles
Rock.
Dutton,
I was
Charles
gonna
Dutton.
say,
Charles Dutton.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So something else interesting happened. Some asshole in a Jeep Wrangler ran into Courtney's van.
yeah, because all of a
Hit and
sudden,
run, and then he took. Apparently, the guy that was living next door was walking by and saw this Jeep try to parallel park,
Yeah.
which is so funny because
in
we
the
always make those
biggest
jokes.
spot, in the biggest fucking
It was
spot.
like 2 car lengths,
crazy.
and he
All I'm
backed. Yeah,
gonna say.
he ran into her van, and then he drove across the street and parked in the parking garage.
Tried
And
to
then the
hide.
dude went over, took a picture of his license plate.
never pay guys you find on the street to try to kill Courtney. I paid him $150, and he barely even dinged her car, and then he got caught.
And he got
and went
caught.
To jail.
He did go to jail, but we ended up just going to pop
Yeah.
it back in. It wasn't
Murder
even
for
that much
hire
to
kids,
do.
we don't condone.
Well, it was funny because I'm sitting there at the front door, and the guy comes in. He goes, "Whose van is this outside?" I go, "I don't have a van." He goes, "Well, someone's van that says Nuggets just got hit."
That's Courtney.
And I was like, "Oh shit!" And I went and grabbed Courtney. I was like, "Come here now."
I saw you do that, and you were like, "Oh, serious?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "Damn, he really wants to smoke a bowl." That was my thought.
Man, he's sobered up. He must be recognizing shit.
fucking come here.
Well, I'm sitting there at the mixing board, mixing the show or whatever, and Courtney's sitting right next to me. Jesse just comes up and goes,
Yeah.
and I'm like, he's serious. He really wants to get high right now. Because Annie
You better
followed
go.
too, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that's where
Yeah.
there going.
You
Apparently,
better
then you went out with them, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna hang out here.
That sealed the deal when I walked out too.
You're like,
Like,
yeah,
well,
they're
those
getting
four
high.
going outside,
Yeah, they're getting high.
So I'm just like, all right, well, I'll just hang out here, I guess.
Yeah.
And then someone else said, hey, someone ran into Courtney's van. I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah.
I always wanted to sample that from that movie Almost Famous. You ever see that where they
I love that movie.
they leave the lead singer? He goes, "Oh, don't mind me. I'm just the lead singer."
Just one of the out of focus guys in the background. I still think it's funny. We need to make shirts like that.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Stillwater
Dwarf, yeah,
shirt.
Dwarf.
But it's Wiggles, and we're all three in the background
Yeah,
blurry.
with the out focus.
Or Barry. That'd be a good Barry
Yeah,
shirt.
good Barry.
It's Barry, and we're just the out of focus guys in the background.
Yeah.
But yeah, the guy, he was so nice. He was like, "Yeah, man." He goes, "I got pictures of it." He showed me the pictures, and I go, "Where's the Jeep?" And he goes, "It's just right over here." And like me and him walked over
It's
there,
parked there. It's
and I
so
made
weird.
sure it was there. I took pictures of it too, just in case they try to run. I'm looking at it, the bumper and stuff.
Well, it's funny because so the cop that showed up, for one, he was hitting on my girlfriend, which was funny.
Yeah,
So,
shout
like,
out officer, whatever.
C Lot was his name.
C-Lot, what's
That's
up,
his name.
C-Lot?
And it was funny
I see
because
you. I see you.
so I walk up, they're out there talking. He's talking to Courtney, and I walk up behind, and he's getting her information and stuff, and she's telling him how to spell her name, and he's like, "That's not how you spell Courtney. That's not how you spell Courtney.
Not the right way, girl."
And so she's like reiterate again, and he's like, "No, look, what you told me is not Courtney," and he had something else written on there or something, and I'm like,
Weird.
"What are you doing, dude? Are you hitting on my
Yeah,
girlfriend?"
yeah.
But it was funny because
He's like getting behind her, showing her how to write.
So
He's
yeah.
like, "Hey, you write like this.
You
so
wanna-
you take it
you wanna see him
R.
touch my gun?
He was
Yeah.
apparently he'd making a bunch of jokes before I walked up there too, and then so I'm standing there, and I was like, "No, her mom was just stupid. Like, did she spell it right? Cortni, right?" Being
Yeah.
serious, and he was like, he looked at me like, "No, man, I'm just joking with her."
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I'm trying to get this girl, man.
I know that's exactly the look he gave me.
Yeah.
Like, no, man,
Hey,
you're
what you think?
cock blocking
Yeah,
me right now. I'm
yeah.
like, you're a fucking police officer. Do your job.
And that's my woman.
I mean, it was hilarious. So then we're standing there, and we're talking, and then so I had to assert my dominance, and I had to say something. I somehow shoehorned in that she's my girlfriend.
You had to interject your white privilege.
And after that, he kind of calmed down a little bit after that. I mean, he was a cool guy, but
Yeah, he finally zipped his pants back up and
Yeah.
got out of there.
Who's that dude? The dude that shows up to shows with like mutton chops that you give a Dwarf shirt for free to?
What's his name? He has a weird last name.
Well, he was standing. Him and Max and a couple other people were standing in front of the shop,
Yeah,
and we're
yeah.
like down in front of the van, and like I hear him in the background is like. He said, yeah, fuck authority or fuck the law or something like that. And the cop just look over and just starts laughing. He's like, yeah, fuck the law. And I'm like, this guy's cool.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
like him. And then Courtney was like, yeah, ACAB, right? And it's like, stop hitting back.
Yeah. But
Damn it.
she didn't realize it though. She didn't realize
Yeah.
she's flirting, not realizing.
She had no
it.
idea that he was flirting with her. And I'm like, you didn't
That's
realize that he was
hilarious.
hitting on you? Well, she said that afterwards. She was like, was he hitting on me? I was like, yes, he was hitting on you.
And she was giving him cues to go even farther,
I know.
not realizing.
She
it.
was
They
joking
all
back with him. And I'm like,
stopped.
yeah, you're
It's
you're
instinctual.
feeding it.
It's instinctual. You're not getting a ticket right now, Courtney. You
Yeah.
don't have to fucking do
Oh,
this.
someone go
Yeah.
someone's just like,
opposite.
yeah.
Is there anything I can do?
She's
You know,
like,
to-
someone rear-ended me.
do you like rear
You're not in trouble here, Courtney.
Have you ever rear-ended anyone opposite?
Yeah,
Come on, you know you have.
She probably did smell like a lot of weed, though. So maybe she was worried about that. I don't know.
I got friends that take pictures.
Yes, my boyfriend. Wait,
yeah,
what?
whoa,
No.
hey.
It's cool. He likes to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
That is funny. I bet you that guy's on the call. He's like, "Whoa, lady got rear-ended. I'm on it."
I know, right? Yeah. He's like, oh, it's only 2 blocks away. I'm just gonna drive my car down there and just walk down
Oh,
there.
yeah,
What are
say
you
walk.
doing?
I'm parked down the street.
That was funny. We did find out later. So he was asking about if Todd's cameras work because he has 2 cameras right there in front of the store.
Yeah.
And he was
They do.
I was like, they hooked up, and I was like, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He won't let people in the store with talking about Kokomo Toys and Collectibles.
Yeah,
shout out.
good
But
place.
he won't let people in there with a backpack or bottles of water. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure those cameras are on.
How many of our poor patrons here at Outhouse Records are going to go to jail when those videos get
Right.
taken?
When they start doing facial recognition, forget about it.
Well, that was the weird thing too. Is like the cop was like, well, he was like, what if you can get the footage for that? He's like, because we need a description of the guy or we can't do anything. And I'm like, you know this is the car and it had.
Well, they gotta prove him driving it at that time because Amway could have took his car.
He said they need to know if it's a male or female, and I'm like, that's all you need.
Yeah, that's
what?
Weird. That is kind of weird.
Like you just came down here to hit on my girlfriend. You're not even gonna do your job.
Well, he wants. He wants
What,
to know
you trying to get a girl in on it? He's trying to get a third, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He wants to know if he can fuck it or not. He's like, hey, is that male or female? If it's a guy,
you were cool though.
If it's a guy, I'm leaving. If it's a girl, what's up?
But it was it was funny because he was asking about that, and then later on, a couple hours later, we did get. He called her or something, or he sent her a message and said, "Hey, girl, what?" No, I'm just kidding. No, he said they actually
WYD.
Yeah. What you doing? That's how he started off. Hey, with 3 Ys, like, come on.
Yeah. What you doing?
But no, he let her know it was like fucking 2 a.m. or something. But they ended up finding the guy and took him to jail. So the guy went to jail. Give me a cheer for that.
I guarantee he probably went to.
Wrong buttons. You think he'd be good at this by now?
Hey, that one fit.
There you go. Yeah, he went to jail. Justice was served. Thank you, Officer Sealot. Next time I'll let you fuck her.
For a trip to that evidence room, you can do a lot, buddy.
It was a fun night though. He was a cool guy, but other than the fact he was sitting on her.
Do you guys have the yo-yo my teacher took away from me in 3rd grade? Is this where all that stuff goes?
No, you let Miss Officer C-Lot get his shit, so next time they raid this place, you're like, whoa,
hey, that's cool.
Hey, C-Lot said it's cool.
I got you on teddy bear cam, giving it to fucking Cortni right here.
No, you already got that hookup anyway. All you have to do is be like, hey, I'm friends with Kibbles.
Yeah, it's true. Well, you don't want to do that because they have your names now.
Oh, shit.
That's shit. Fuck.
Yeah, you don't do that.
I don't work for gas stations.
That's why he's going for your girl. He knew he already had shit on you, bro.
Oh, he set up the guy in the Jeep. Officer T-Law knew the guy.
He ran in his van so I can hit on.
Yeah,
damn it.
It says nuggets, dude. I want to bang this chick. I want to bang this chick.
That's funny.
I wonder if she'll make me nuggets when it's over.
And he's right there down the street, so you better watch him come in and out. Yeah.
That's why I told Courtney originally she was calling. I was like, just walk down there and tell him someone just hit your van.
You know what's funny? The whole day she refused to move that van.
Yeah.
Because she was like, I'm not losing that spot. I'm not. And I made it. And I was like, I made a joke. It was like last time someone hit across the street. I think someone hit because they asked about that. And I was like, I don't know if his cameras can go that far or not. I think it's just the entrance of the toy store.
But it was
and like the
she was parked right in front of it though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
The spot she was in was good.
Perfect.
So wait, he went to jail for the hit and run?
Yeah.
Is that why?
Yep.
Was he like drunk or anything cool like that?
I guarantee he went to Cook's. I guarantee he parked that Jeep and went right to Cook's.
I don't know what else happened. All I know is he was in jail. So I mean, he probably
There was no parking spot there. What was he doing?
There was a giant parking spot there.
There was a parallel, but there wasn't. He didn't have to parallel.
No,
it was so big.
He could have just pulled in. I know. That's the thing, because her van was pulled up and then the truck behind it was pulled back. So
that was my truck.
There was almost two.
Yeah,
two
but there
spots
was
there.
nothing to park in front of her.
No.
But behind her was like 2 spots.
That's where he ran into the back of her.
But the damage is in the front of the car.
No, it's in the back.
No, in the back. His damage is in the front of his car and back her back.
I saw her front panel popped out.
No, it was the back panel.
It was the back?
Back left. Yeah, back left. Driver's side. Yeah.
Okay.
And his front, it was his passenger front right.
Was his shit more fucked up than hers?
No, his was barely touched because it was a strong, durable Jeep.
You guys should have left it fucked up for a little while longer.
Durable's one thing, but why's that transmission?
What do you did you let you guys got enough pictures up for the insurance and all that?
Yeah.
She's going to get a little paycheck to help pop that thing back in there.
So you go show up to court like, hang him!
Fuck this motherfucker! God damn it!
I want to press charges. I want him going to Guantanamo.
Yeah, like he's walking like to court, and you like try to stab him like on the way to court. Like Jesus, man!
I walk in and in the side room, I see him and C-Lot over there. He's like spending money on shit. Like, you motherfucker!
Or you're pretending to be on the phone with a gun until he walks by you and shoot him.
Oh damn!
Guys, we just wrote a screenplay.
Outhouse Records does not condone writing screenplays.
You ever seen that video of that
Or
guy?
stabbing cops.
Oh yeah.
You ever seen that video?
Right.
You ever seen that video of that guy?
Okay.
Just kidding, guys. You're my new friends. I don't want to go to jail.
What?
You ever see that video of the guy shooting the child molester? And he got away with it and shit. That kid is like doing like a walking, like talking thing, like Mick Foley. Like not stand-up comedy, but like
Oh,
talking
like a
about his
tour.
dad murdering.
Really?
Yeah, about him being molested and.
I mean,
how
that's
his
a pretty cool story.
I know. And I was like,
go to
yeah,
that.
I was like, I'll probably go check it
Getting
out.
molested is a really cool story.
It is now apparently.
No.
That's horrible.
No,
Yeah, check it out. Check it out. I asked him to use lube, and he was like, "No." This is horrible. It's just traumatizing.
Getting molested and your dad kills the guy because of it.
That's
you
a
know?
cool story.
That's the cool story.
Yeah, that's
and
the
he
part
gets
of the
away
story
with
I'd
it.
lean into.
You're
for
focusing
sure.
on the wrong part.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, he focused on the molestation.
But
part.
none of it really feels that good.
That's
know?
true.
He don't have a dad no more. You know.
That's true. He's cashing in on it though. Apparently, I bet those tickets are selling out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Was that he or she?
he.
It was,
Yes,
yeah.
he. Yeah, because it was like his summer camp something or some shit like that, or it was somebody he knew. It was somebody really close to the family.
You can't even trust the fucking counselors at camp.
I know.
Yeah, it was, you know what video's talking about?
No,
The guy-
I don't
like they're walking by, like the police are leading
Yeah.
the guy. It was like in the 80s, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
They're like leading the guy in handcuffs and
like
stuff.
the airport.
And the dad was just in the background on like a payphone.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
Oh, I guess
he turns around
I think
and
I have
pops
seen
him
that.
yeah,
right
and he's
there,
white and
walking
he
by.
shoots him right in
It
front
was
of
like
the
a
cops.
Netflix thing, wasn't it?
No.
The whole thing on it. I'd
No,
seen
it
something
was
on
live. It was
It's
on
a viral-
news.
it goes
was on
all over the
news.
internet
Yeah, it
and
was on the
stuff.
news. Yeah, but yeah, and that's what it was like. Oh, so he went away for murder, and they're like, no, the judge was like, we're good.
Is that really how it ended? I
Because
never really
he
knew.
molested him for like a month. He kidnapped him and like molested him for like a month.
Yeah, he deserved to die then.
That's what I'm
Fuck that
saying.
guy.
And,
Yeah.
and then they were letting him off.
Well, they were in court. They were, like you're trying to.
He hadn't even got
didn't even
sentenced
get, didn't even get to court yet.
Yeah, he was on his way.
Yeah.
Like the cops were leading him in.
He was still
in
wearing
cuffs.
civilian clothes.
And that's when the dude, the dad was just like, "No, fuck you," and
Yeah,
popped him in
exactly.
the face. Yeah.
And you see him with glasses on, like he's just waiting. You know, pretending.
He's like pretending to be on the payphone and shit.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Yeah, it's good.
He should have had someone else murder him because now all the rest of the molesters know it's fair game out there. Some kid without a dad protecting him now. That's just the first molester.
No, his dad got away with it.
No. The dad is the one that shot the molester.
But
and
you
got
know
away.
he got away with it.
The dad got away.
Oh, they don't let people
the
get away with that shit no more. That's cool.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
awesome.
The 80s day.
The molester was
Fuck
dead.
yeah, 80s
Yeah.
is
I'm pretty sure
awesome.
the shot killed him. Like it
Yeah,
was
it
literally
murdered
one
him
shot.
right
He
there,
got him.
upside the head,
The
murdered
molester's
him.
dead.
Yeah.
The dad got away with
Yeah,
it.
we need to
Yes.
start these stories out with showing me these clips first.
There you go. Sort of right.
Yeah, like for real, because when I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Because I always love seeing the pictures of like people like draw paintings of it, of him like turning
Yeah,
like from
yeah.
the pretending to be
This
on the
is like
cell
a
phone.
pop culture thing I don't fucking know about.
Yo, yeah.
It was just a viral video
Yeah.
online. Like it's been a thing, but yeah, it happened in like the late '80s or something.
Yeah,
wasn't it? Early
yeah,
'90s.
yeah, I think it was
maybe?
late
I
80s.
happened in the late 80s.
I know. It could have been you. Your dad could have killed somebody that molested you.
I'm going to ask him.
Kibbles your
I'm going to ask him why he didn't.
He's like,
murder
why
the
didn't
guy
you
then.
kill the
Why didn't
molester?
Yeah, why?
and show him that video. Go, look, that's a dad. That's a dad.
He said, you know what he would say? He would say, because you won't go to heaven with suicide.
oh, shit. Damn.
Just kidding.
He
just
molested
kidding.
you.
No. That's not true. That's not. I didn't even hardly know my dad. Yeah, I wasn't his type.
Yeah,
Shout out Michael Howard.
I don't think I stole from
sorry,
him,
guys.
right?
my dad said,
No.
my dad said something about aging out.
Love you, Michael Howard.
I'm sorry. That was probably a low blow, but you know.
Yeah.
I love
He
it.
puts so much in his sets. It's like it's hard not to think about it. you
We
know?
were talking to Professor Payne yesterday, and he was like,
yeah.
"Yeah,"
Of the Foley's.
and he goes, "I loved watching wrestling away from my father when I was like, I was like, God damn it, Michael."
That's one of his jokes. Like he says
Yeah.
on stage, and yeah. I know I'd heard that before. Wrestling away
From the grips of my father, yeah, from the cold grips. My-
That was a loud
That was
noise.
really loud.
I didn't realize what I was doing, really.
Why do you
I
have so
forgot
many
to make
keys
noise.
for? Are you a janitor?
I am. How'd you know? I just got a new job, but janitor. So I janitor all circuit cities.
What? Is there
Master
Circuit City
or-
still?
Nope.
No.
Yep.
I miss Circuit City.
Kibstodian.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a dead end job.
Are there any, like, other than Best Buy? Are there any other electronic places? Because there used to be like H.H. Gregg. There was Circuit City. There
Yeah,
was all these
dude,
places.
come on, man.
Best Buy just took over.
Sears?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
No.
Oh, no, Sears.
Sears had some electronics.
I know, but they're not around
Yeah,
around
I know,
anymore.
but I'm saying-
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Best Buy is like
Yeah.
the only one
I
that's
love
like
Circuit
around
City.
anymore.
Nah, there's
I miss
probably,
Circuit
there's
City.
probably others. There's
Walmart.
Apple Store,
Walmart.
Apple
That's it.
Store.
Walmart's not an electronics
The mall.
store. That's a department store.
But they have a large
electronic
electronics
sections, yeah.
section.
What I'm saying
and
is
their own
like
brand of
ones that
electronics.
focus on electronics. You guys aren't getting it.
Only.
Circuit City,
Radio Shack.
H.H. Gregg,
Radio Shack.
Radio Shack.
I love Radio Shack.
Not here anymore.
Remember-
there still might be some of them, but there's none
Remember
here.
Shaquille O'Neal tried to save that? where he was doing the Radio Shack.
Yeah.
Like not even Shack can save that franchise.
That's what I'm saying. Like there used to be stores like that all over.
I'm
the place.
calling Monopoly on Best Buy.
Best Buy might be the only one.
He saved.
They were the Best Buy.
He saved Papa John's though. Shackaronis are pretty good. They're pretty fucking good.
That's just because people think like, oh, he got Shaq. Apparently, Papa John isn't racist.
Exactly.
Like, no, he's still racist.
Well, they kicked him out of the. Well, not kicked.
Yeah, Shaq owns it now.
Oh yeah.
Well, he owns a piece of it.
Yeah.
The
Good.
most,
He took it back.
He did basically.
yeah, places like Disc Replay are still
I like
electronic
Shaq.
stores.
Shaq's
That's not an
pretty
electronic store.
But when you look
Hold
up
on.
electronic store on the internet, that's what it
That's
says.
a consumable store. They sell
Best Buy,
media and
Staples,
stuff. Staples isn't electronics either. That's office supplies.
but that's electronics.
No, it's not.
No,
A
it's
lot of
not.
it is.
No,
it's
but
not.
a lot of it's not electronic.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Most of their stuff is like.
Yeah, because I can get food there. They got food and laundry detergent at Staples.
Staples
It
is
says
more like.
Staples electronic store.
No, that's bullshit.
Plus, they recycle my old devices, and I feel very safe with them. to do
Staples.
that.
Okay, here's the thing.
They have electronic division.
They have electronics. So does Walmart, though.
So I'm saying
Still
that's
not an
what
electronic
it's
store.
not an electronic
Staples
store.
is an office store because you can get an office chair, some printer paper, some fucking filing cabinet shit.
Deodorant, water.
That's not electronic.
Right.
Radio Shack.
They do have electronics.
But
so
at Best Buy, you say it's an electronic store. You get a washer and dryer. You can get
Electronic.
DVDs, movies. Those aren't
it's consumable.
electronics.
But what I'm saying is they're based on
Can you
electronics.
get food at Best Buy?
You can get posters. You can get.
But they're based in electronics.
Tech help.
though. They're based on electronics, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if you serve food, you're not electronic.
I mean,
so-
why are we arguing about
because
this?
I think Staples is too. Because
I don't
without,
think so.
without electronics, Staples isn't a thing because they're like a big printing thing. You got to have electronics for that. Say, I think Staples
I
is
feel
all
like it's
about
just
electronics.
office supplies. It's like Office Max or Office Depot. It's
I
the same
think
thing.
all offices are ran on electronics.
I don't think those are the same as a Circuit City or a Best Buy, though.
The Circuit City didn't work out, man.
All right,
I love
tell
Circuit
us in the
City.
comments. Somebody, we're gonna put up a poll. Is Staples?
I can't even climb a pole.
Is Staples considered an electronic store or an office supply store or both? Or do you think that they think they're the same thing?
Well,
'Cause I don't
kids-
think they're the same
And
thing.
do you think
They're
Best
not.
Buy actually has the Best Buys? Tell us in the comments.
Is Best Buy and Staples the same kind of store? 'Cause I don't think so.
Walmart.
No.
I don't
Walmart.
think so.
Walmart.
I think they could be an electronic store, but not be the same kind of store. I think they do different aspects of the electronics, like Radio Shack did. They did a lot of like little stuff, like RC cars and
Erector sets.
yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Erection sets.
Whoa.
No, that was the Playboy channel for me. That's where I got
That was
my
a-
erection set.
Hey, you know Playgirls are mostly bought by men? I just found that out the other
Playgirls?
day.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
that makes sense. I don't have a subscription.
Gay guys are way more horny than women.
Not anymore.
Women just like to read their
That's what I'm
smut. They don't like to
saying.
look
Yeah.
at shit.
Yeah.
They want to use their imagination.
Because growing up, when I found my buddy's Playgirl, I was like, that's probably his dad's.
yeah. I mean, I get the Shawn Michaels episode or the issue.
with the belt. I know he didn't
Watch
hang
it.
dong though. He didn't show his penis.
yeah.
I was kind of disappointed.
I got that poster on my wall of him with the belt.
With
over
the
his
belt,
dick.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nice.
Burt Reynolds showed his dong.
Oh yeah.
Did he?
Yeah,
I have not seen that one.
Burt.
And
gonna look
funny
up Burt
thing is,
Reynolds.
even his dick had a mustache too.
It did. It did. It did.
This is like-
I felt bad for what's it, Sally Field.
So what's the description of the suspect? White male, what is it? Big mustache, 6'2".
6 foot
That's a
turkey.
big mustache. What is that from? It's Leslie Nielsen. Is it Naked Gun?
Oh no, is it wrongfully accused?
It might be that
Wrongfully
one.
accused.
Yeah.
One of those. Yeah, that's a pretty big mustache.
White male,
Yeah.
big mustache, 6'2". That's a big mustache.
What was the other one? Not wrongfully
funny.
accused. There was an.
Oh,
He had-
Spy
yeah.
Hard.
Spy
Dude, I love Spy
Yeah,
Hard.
Spy
Yeah,
Hard.
Andy
Yeah.
Griffith is the villain. Like that's awesome.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
the whole intro thing.
Yeah.
That movie. Yeah, that was my
Spy
favorite one.
Hard with the. Yeah, Andy Griffith is the main bad guy.
Yeah.
Or
I
what's his
just said
name?
that.
No, Matlock. I was called Matlock.
Yeah,
It's Andy
yeah.
Griffith.
He like no arms. And shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Spy Hard.
I put that one real good with National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon.
Yeah, Loaded Weapon's good too. I'm looking forward to the new Naked Gun. I think it's gonna be okay.
I'm excited now. I saw that preview.
It looks the humor is similar to the
Yeah.
old Naked Gun movies, which is what they needed. I was
Yes.
worried that they were going to modernize it. And
Well, they
ruin it.
put
No,
Leslie's
perfectly.
picture in there, so I think his family's going
Yeah,
to
like
get
Liam
money.
Neeson is his son.
Residuals or
I'm
something.
like,
They did.
Aren't
They
you
did
like 10 years
OJ
old?
part.
Liam Nelson.
They
is
did
how you
it.
pronounce it in our
Leslie
language.
Nielsen,
Well, they-
Liam Neeson. That's weird. Huh?
Yeah, they did an OJ joke in the trailer, so I'm like, you got me.
Yeah,
I'm sold.
yeah,
Yeah, he's like,
Seth
soon
MacFarlane
as
producing.
you did
know
an
it's
OJ
going to.
joke, I'm like, I'm watching it no matter what now. I don't care if it's good or not.
How old is I'm gonna look it up. How old is Liam Neeson?
78. 78. I'm going to say 78.
I'm gonna say
Basically-
77.
78.
I'm wondering
Let's
how.
put. I got 5 on it.
what do I do here?
You take the over or under on 77.
I'm over.
Over 77?
Yeah,
I'll take
there's
the
no
under.
way. No way he's over
Did you say
70.
77?
Oh yeah.
I'm
72.
Oh, I'll take the under.
damn it.
Yeah,
See,
take
this
the
is what
under.
I was wondering because him and Leslie Nielsen.
When they started.
Is it Nielsen?
Nelson.
He was 84.
84. But when did he start?
die? Well, I'm trying to figure out how much difference. Oh, 2010. Okay, yeah, he was older then.
Yeah.
I was like, how was Leslie Nielsen?
He didn't even start comedy until he was way old.
Airplane.
Yeah. But so
Airplane.
2010, he was 82, so he would be. That's 15 years ago. Holy shit!
Oh, yeah.
Okay, maybe he is old enough to be his dad.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking because they said Liam Neeson is his son, and I'm like, does that make sense age wise?
Well, it's kind of funny that way. If it doesn't fit anyway, it's kind of funny. You know,
1926.
That's true.
Yeah.
100 fucking years ago, man. What the fuck?
Your throat. Yeah, it's a phlegm.
It's in my throat.
Donald Duck. That shit.
I'm practicing my Yiddish. I got my bar mitzvah. You guys are gonna go when I get bar mitzvah, right?
Oh, it's bat mitzvah.
Yeah.
But
I got one of those little yarmulkes for your dick.
I am glad that I think Liam Neeson will be able to do the comedy though because Leslie Nielsen was a straight actor, and I think that's what made it work.
Well, gay. But.
When they originally announced The Naked Gun, I was like, they're probably gonna get a comedian, and it's not gonna be funny. But like Liam Neeson, remember him in Ted? When he did that one scene in Ted.
Yeah.
Like you could tell that he understands comedy, but he doesn't have to play it goofy. Like he can play it straight and be funny.
Well, and
that's what they need. And that's what Leslie Nielsen was. That's why it works.
Well, he was
so well.
hilarious in that movie. What, Noelle? Where he was teaching her.
I didn't watch that one.
Where the tay in the wind. Where he was like, he found like a Helen Keller kind of woman in the woods.
What?
Jodie Foster.
Well, they even mentioned Police Squad in that, which was the original. That's what started it all, and it's fucking amazing.
Well, are they gonna do the epic intro in the beginning? The with the siren, with
I
the
guarantee
cop?
it.
That's what I wonder.
And they like show off like 9/11, and
I feel like Seth MacFarlane's producing it, and you know he's a huge fan of those movies, so he's gonna pay tribute to him for sure.
Because even his Star Wars thing, remember he was doing that with the Star Wars. He's making fun of.
He's gonna play Homo.
He can make fun of all of it while still paying tribute and doing it justice, and that's what I think is going to be good.
I watched a thing too how Trey Parker and Matt Stone really hate South Park. Or not South Park, but Family Guy.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
Seth MacFarlane. You know, I was like, that's crazy. Like, it's lazy, fucking. And because we even got call from the Simpsons guys saying, "Thank you, you're doing God's work," because we hate the Simpsons or the fucking Family Guy more than you do.
See, I think it's interesting because like a lot of times when there's like fandom fights, like Slipknot versus Mushroom Head, like the bands get along, but the fans hate each other.
Yeah,
and it's like same kind of thing. It's like with this, it's like the fans, like most people they like South Park and they like Family Guy, but the creators hate each other, which is it's kind of funny how that's worked.
I think the only problem is Family Guy stagnated. This early stuff was very funny. It just kind of stayed.
Well, I love
its formula.
There's still some funny stuff, but it's not nearly what it was.
South Park ruined it for me.
The first 10 seasons were like fantastic.
As soon as South Park called him out on it, I go, I can't watch Family Guy the same now. It's like I can't unsee it now.
What was it, like manatees or something?
Yeah, they're picking out random fucking callbacks. They're like, that's not stay on the point that we're doing.
But see, the first
no joke, don't call it back.
The first probably 9 or 10 seasons they didn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't all that.
Yeah, exactly.
There was actually through lines and stories and stuff, and then later on,
that's when they wrote.
Yeah,
then they got lazy writing,
and then they gave all their good stuff to American Dad, and then that started becoming down.
Roger was my favorite.
The problem is he split it up into too many shows. He had Family Guy, American Dad, Cleveland Show. Like they were all
that really was.
They're all very similar. Yeah, similar comedy. But
that's the old Eric Bischoff thing. See, he stretched them out.
Because I liked American Dad at first too, but eventually that got to the point where I didn't care anymore. So
same in Cleveland Show.
Yeah, I never liked that.
Yeah. I liked the first couple.
I thought it was a couple episodes was all right. The first couple, I was like, oh, this is going to be funny.
And then exactly.
Well, speaking of liking the first couple episodes and hating everything else, we'll be right back right after this message from Outhouse Records.
Don't watch this show. Are you fucking stupid?
Thank you.
14, 15 next time.
See you next week.
Hi, I'm Matty Mayonnaise. You may remember me from such classics as Fettuccine Alfredo, Breaking the Dwarf Wall, and the upcoming Marawambis. I'm here to speak with you today about the desperation people will go through when they don't have any money. This is the third time this week Kibbles has been here. Go to shopouthouse.com today, buy some merchandise. All proceeds will go to keeping Kibbles off his knees.
The hell you doing in my house, Matty? Get the f*** out, man! It's between me and Kibbles. Shopouthouse.com.
Welcome back to the Outhouse Super Show. You're supposed to be hosting this
you're
time.
hosting it.
I know, but you always do that.
Oh, I was waiting for you. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll do it. Hey, welcome back to the Outhouse Super Show, Season 2, Episode 25. And I need to go much
Why'd my screen go out?
slower.
Did it?
Uh-oh. Well,
See
we're
that
having
one?
testicle difficulties. Now you're going to see Maddie's head in my shot,
Weird.
which is
There
weird
it
because
goes.
usually I have to give head before it gets a shot.
Usually.
Anyways, so yeah. So welcome back.
Welcome back.
We appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yeah.
That whole thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Staples is still not an electronics store.
I don't care what you say. I saw electronics there.
Man, I do miss Radio Shack though.
Well, you're saying Walmart is also an electronic, and Meijer, and all these department stores.
No,
are
not
electronic
Myers
stores.
is definitely not. You ever been to Myers version and here at least of electronics store?
No.
They don't even have DVDs
They have
there.
one?
They don't even have DVDs anymore.
You
They
can buy
have nothing.
TVs there, electronics.
I didn't see any
true.
TVs. There was all pet supplies and art supplies there.
No, I remember because
There's TVs at Meijer. They have a whole section back there.
Me and Mike
It's in
got
the back
tr-
of the store.
Yeah, me and Mike got in trouble for playing Slipknot in the back.
But no,
We put
I'm
it
talking
in the
about
DVD.
these days.
Oh,
They took out a whole bunch of the sections. There's all
true.
these books.
2025.
Last few years.
Either way, Staples
or.
is a office
You guys
store.
don't know your Jew stores.
Office supplies like Office Max or Office Depot.
So what would you rather go to? Would you rather go to Circus City or Radio Shack?
Oh shit! What am I doing though? That's
You're
different, 'cause
building.
like you said, it
you're
is a
building a robot.
Radio Shack.
Nice.
Circuit City is where I would go for like a TV or a piece of a computer or
Home
something
theater
like that.
system.
Home
Your-
theater system.
Yeah.
Your robot's gonna be dumb as shit, bro. I'm going to fucking Best Buy for my robot stuff. I'm gonna put a fucking chip in there.
Well,
It's gonna be the iRobot 4 starring Will Smith.
He said Circuit City or Radio Shack though.
Oh,
There's a
man.
reason that Best Buy won because Best Buy is the best apparently.
Because they're the Best Buy.
They were never like really my
They're
favorite.
just
but-
manipulating you with their name.
Remember H.H. Craig though?
I remember
Yeah.
Greg.
Oh yeah.
So I remember going back in there and they had the car theater room. You can go
Yeah.
in the subwoofers. You
Yeah.
can play like sample tracks and stuff and hear
Yeah.
the bass. It was the coolest thing ever.
Well, I remember my buddy Billy. He would go to Circuit City and he would hook up his subs. Like he just
At
go,
Circuit City?
yeah, Circuit City. Like his car, he'd park out front. Guy would come out and literally hook up his,
Yeah,
with the
H.H.
face.
Craig
I was
did
like,
that too.
I go, that's badass. You know, they had what faceplate do you want? Remember,
Yeah,
you put the
yeah.
faceplate.
We had to take it off so nobody would steal it.
Yeah.
Like what the
you,
fuck?
You plug it in as a
Yeah,
little graphic.
so crazy. Most people ended up with just a fucking faceless CD player. Couldn't find their face. I don't know where that fucking thing went.
I remember my dad had his Camaro and he had like the one you take off and you
Yeah.
always take it off and stuff. And, like, it was the first time I seen that.
Yeah.
And I remember it was so cool because you press you go to put the
Different
CD and it goes
EQ,
and
yeah.
then you put the CD and then it was like
Yeah.
a fucking transformer. It
Yeah,
was awesome.
and there's a little cool design, like a little logo
Yeah,
and
it
shit
was
on
awesome,
it. It's
yeah.
like,
Yeah, back when it was worth it to steal them. You know what I mean?
I know it's not worth it anymore because they're
No.
all integrated.
Yeah.
Nobody has aftermarket stereos in their car now
No.
because they're all so
they're so good now. They're computers now.
You can do
basically, in your
do
car.
anything in them now.
Yeah. Back in the days. it's
You just like, hey Siri, play death metal, and I'm like, all right.
That's why.
yeah.
That's why they go with the whole car now.
yeah, that's true.
They steal the whole
They
fucking
steal the whole
car.
Yeah.
They don't need this. The car store used to be you'd have your window broken and your fucking chain stolen and a fucking doobie that you had rolled for work the next day. But now they just take the whole shit.
Or they just hit it when it's parked and then drive across the street and park in the parking garage and go
Yeah.
to jail later.
Call back to Courtney's new side piece.
Or if you have a Tesla, you get burned.
That's true.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna be caught dead riding one of those right now.
Why not?
Because people don't like them now. I don't know why. I was saying with Tesla, people are like
Elon
down
Musk.
with Tesla. I don't understand.
Elon's a
Elon
douche.
Musk.
Elon's a douche.
Is
But
there
like,
something going on in the country I
but
should know about?
he's in charge of everything. Donald Trump let him in charge of
Elon is a
everything.
douche, but Teslas are still cool. Not the Cybertrucks, but like
No.
the Tesla cars are fucking dope. I don't
Yeah, I
care
like
what anybody
Teslas.
says.
Are they? What
Yeah.
do they do? Do they go to space?
Basically, so okay, yeah, I got to. So when I was working at the car lot, I was doing the internet stuff, and I had to do the pictures. So I would take the cars out or whatever, and it was like. Have you ever driven a Tesla? Have you driven a Tesla?
Yeah, they're fast.
They're fast as fucking,
Yeah.
but it's deceiving.
It's a golf cart.
because it's like
It's a golf cart.
There's no noise. It's just all you hear is the road noise, and it's just and it feels like you're in an airplane. You know, like the takeoff on an airplane. You know, and that's what it feels like. But you're doing 105 in no time.
The problem is
But-
though with the batteries, when there's a big pile up, that fire from them batteries is gonna be 10 times worse than combustible.
Oh, probably.
Like,
yeah,
it's gonna be,
for sure.
It's gonna be
hey,
brutal.
I'm not saying that they're ethical. I'm just saying that I like them. But like, it's cool because like, yeah, the screen is gigantic on it, and they come preloaded with like Netflix and YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
And you can get autopilot on them. So basically, you just press a button, tell it to take you to work, and you can sit there and just watch Netflix.
I'm
you
just
work.
curious. I
That's
don't know
cool.
what's going on. I heard a 4-year-old called it a swastika, and then my grandma was like 90 called it a
Swastika.
swastika.
It's because of Elon.
It's Elon Musk.
Elon's a troll, and he's.
I have a question about that. See, the self-driving car. Now, if I'm drunk trying to get home, and I go take me home, and all of a sudden computer does a little swerving and the cop pulls me over, I'm not in charge of it.
No,
do I get a DUI?
That's why God invented wives.
Do I get a,
drive me to fucking Menards and then back right now?
But the cop,
just kidding.
It won't pull over because of the cop car. Maybe will they? So it'll go all the way home because they're looking at his car speed chase. You're passed out drunk.
That is true. The car doesn't know.
Yeah.
Does it have a sensor for like police
for
lights?
cops? Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird. But here's the thing: if it does pull, if you do end up pulling over, do you get a DUI because you weren't really?
I'm not in charge of it.
And
Yeah,
can
I'm
your
not driving
car
it.
give the cops permission to search it?
A computer cannot do consent.
I don't know, man.
Consent only matters when it's human.
Yes.
Consent does not matter with computers.
I will not let machines have consent.
This is the fucking.
That's the
I don't
future.
know.
I will
What do
not
they
have
call it?
machines have consent.
Not a fine line, but there's a lot of gray area with this now. Yeah,
That's true. I never thought about that because you're not really
I was
operating.
thinking about that
You're
the
not
other day,
operating the vehicle.
because a guy got stuck in one of his cars and was going in a circle in the parking lot, and he's calling the app like, "Hey, get me out of this car!" You know, and it's hilarious.
I'm sorry, officer. I said Siri drop down to 45 miles an hour. She just
Yeah.
wouldn't listen.
And I
it's
go,
like the movie Speed.
And I thought about I go, what if he died in that car? You know, like what if who'd be responsible for that? You know, he go in circles and boom, he just blows up or something, you know? And I'm like, what if you're drunk and your car takes you home, but it's high speed chasing behind you, you're passed out and shit.
You could have blamed your car.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I see where you're getting
It's a
at.
self-driving car. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
That dead prostitute was already in there.
Yeah, it came with the Tesla.
Well, if they can't get you to
I'll
pull
give
over.
my heart to you.
So how long does it take for the cop to have to do a pit maneuver on the car
Yeah,
to get
exactly.
it to stop?
And then
it
you
wrecks and you
correct
die.
itself. Yes.
AI is too smart. It already knew it was going to do it, and it swerved before it even started.
But it's funny, like
There's gotta be a sensor or something,
imagine
right?
waking up to that. You're waking up to it, like, am I home yet? And you look behind you, there's a whole line of cop cars.
You're in a
Like,
high-speed chase.
fuck.
Oh shit! I shouldn't have set this on ludicrous mode. Ludicrous speed, go!
Who put it on OJ setting?
Oh, God damn it! God damn it!
He's going real slow too. Like, oh fuck!
It's dodging and weaving out there, man.
Like,
Damn.
pull over. It doesn't have ears. It's a car. It doesn't know what to do.
It's a cardigan. But thanks for asking.
It didn't upgrade. I didn't upgrade. You're on your phone. Like, I don't have no phone, no service.
I can't get a signal. I can't stop.
No Wi-Fi, officer. No Wi-Fi, officer.
The signal's bad out here.
Don't shoot him. He don't have Wi-Fi.
So at what point do you become the victim? Yeah. There's so many questions here.
Yeah.
It's true, man. It's scary, these self-driving things these days. I'll be watching out, man.
Because where does the
I
buck
ain't gonna
stop?
drive me nowhere. It's like Men in
Slippery
Black.
slope.
Is that
Don't
Elon
press the
Musk?
red button.
Because that would piss me off if Elon Musk's self-driving car murdered one of my sisters or something. You know, like, fuck Elon Musk.
Well, I don't know,
All of
man.
a sudden, I'm a Democrat. Damn it.
Cigarettes killed my uncle, but I'm not out there tearing up cartons.
Yeah,
know
you
what I mean?
are.
They can't blame the
That's
cigarette.
because you hated your uncle. No, I'm just-
Well,
oh wait, no, sorry.
not that uncle. I
I
like
was talking
that.
about your other uncle. I was talking
Yeah,
about
I
your
like
brother.
that
Not the good
uncle.
one. Not the good one.
I thought you were making up stories. My bad.
I am.
He let Ron touch him.
Ron's only touched me here.
No, I didn't realize it. I wasn't thinking that it was cigarettes. That's my bad. I apologize. I was thinking.
Don't apologize. You're making the fucking offensive joke less funny. Don't do that to me. Here at Outhouse
Well,
Records,
I feel
we don't
bad.
condone being
We don't-
nice to
yeah, we don't
anybody.
water
I feel
down.
bad. All of a sudden, I was like, "Oh shit, this is real."
Maddie,
I thought we were riffing. I'm sorry.
We don't water down offensive jokes,
Yeah,
Maddie.
no, we don't do that.
Yeah.
If you want to fucking hurt my feelings, you take the whole fucking go, bro. You go for it.
I saw your feelings hurt. That's why I was like, "Shit, maybe I shouldn't have said that."
It's all right.
I thought we were.
I'll cut myself later. It's cool.
No,
Oh, and what if that car hits somebody?
that's true.
It's
And
not
you're-
my fault.
Yeah, exactly. I'm passed out drunk.
I'm suing Elon Musk.
Yeah. What about
It's his
that?
fault. His technology hit that old lady and killed 4 people.
And now that person can't work the rest of his life and shit, you know, because I just wanted to get drunk and be responsible and go
It's all
home.
because they took
I guess it's a good. I mean, it's a good thing he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
I mean, the
A lot
whole
of
thing is if you sue him,
payouts.
you're not going to win. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got the best lawyers in the world. You know,
He'll just
But-
pay her off. Give her
Johnny
millions.
Cochran's dead, man.
is he though?
He is.
Oh,
Well, they think he might be living in Puerto Rico.
that's what I heard. Yeah, that's what I was
Really?
wondering.
No.
Yeah, it's just a
I've never heard that
conspiracy.
one. That's a good conspiracy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Hey, we just made it up.
Yeah, Johnny Cochran's
it's on the
still
internet
alive.
now.
Well, because he couldn't go anywhere because he was Johnny Cochran, so he had white pigmentation on his face. And
So
now
many
he
people
lives
were
in Boston.
following him
Oh,
with gloves.
I
They
was
leaving
confused.
gloves on his doorstep, and it was freaking him out. He just had to get out there. So he met a little young Puerto Rican girl, and he moved to San Juan, right? And that's where he stays to this day with old Nazi generals.
No, that you're thinking of the porn star Johnny Cockring.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's different.
Yeah,
That's a white guy. That's a white guy.
That's a white dude.
Yeah, he lives in Puerto Rico. Yeah. Johnny Cockring.
John Juan Dingo.
John Juan Dingo Cockring.
Cockring.
Main Juan. Something called Main Juan.
Cochran.
I'd watch a show starring Johnny Cockring.
And
Yeah,
out of all them lawyers that defended OJ, how many do you think actually thought he was guilty?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
The whole world knows he's guilty. Doesn't mean they're not going to do their job. They're
But
going to
not
get paid.
one. That's true. But not one. You were like, I think he was kind of
Honey,
innocent.
what about your morals? Damn morals, honey. We're getting rich,
Yeah.
bitch.
Have you not seen The Devil's Advocate?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
Oh, yeah.
about the OJ trial.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Well, that was Donald Trump's office. The ending in that room. That's all that gold. That's Donald Trump's office in New York and shit. That they shot the Devil's Advocates at.
That is true. That's weird.
Yeah.
What is it? My Dollhouse or something like that? Some freaking weird movie had that same girl from the Devil's Advocate that was
Charlize
on
Theron?
Oh, Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
I love Charlize
She's
Theron.
also the girlfriend of Shades.
Yeah.
My future's so bright.
Guy.
So I gotta
Guy
wear
Patterson's
shades.
ex girlfriend.
The crazy thing is, remember
Left it for
that movie
Dennis.
Monster where she
Yeah,
played
yeah.
Eileen Wuornos?
Yeah,
She doesn't even look like her at all.
I remember Monsters where they live under the bed and they like eat peanut butter and
Little
onion
Monsters.
sandwiches.
That's Little Monster. Howie
with Fred Savage and
Howie
what's his
Mandel.
name?
Howie Mandel.
Yeah.
Boy Meets World.
Yeah, Ben Savage.
Yeah.
And his
How
son,
long
too.
has he been Savage anyway?
And his little brother too. His little brother's in that,
That was
too.
Ben Savage.
That's Ben Savage.
Yeah, Ben Savage. Yeah,
so Fred
Boy,
and Ben.
Boy Me World and Wonder's World.
they were
Wonder
both
Years.
in
Wonder
that
Years.
movie.
Boy
Yeah.
Meets Wonder's World.
Yes. No, Ben Sandwich.
Yeah.
You met my brother Bread Sandwich?
Yeah. I love that movie though. Little Monsters.
That's a good one.
Fucking Howie
Howie
Mandel. Fucking
Construction
Maurice.
zones. Construction zones. Let's see. What if you're drunk and you speed through a construction zone? The computer doesn't know there's a construction zone.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. I forgot what we were talking about for a minute.
But I think it does. It can read signs. They can read signs.
Think about it, man. My
We got it to Johnny Cochran.
GPS takes me to fucking everywhere. It don't even know what it's doing half the time.
Exactly.
I'm going to end up running into a freaking orphanage and killing millions of little
Exactly.
kids. That's
Just-
what's going to end up happening.
Okay, I don't even have a car that's that smart, but my car can read speed limit signs and stuff though.
True.
So it knows,
And what about
Yeah.
people though? Remember Pokemon Go? Those stupid fucks are fucking walking off bridges. This fucking self-driving car thing is a bad idea.
They have sensors
But
for
what
people
if? But
and
what
cars.
if? But what if construction zone doesn't update their? At that certain point of the highway. Because they have to. When you do construction, you have to do it on the Google. Upload your Google so they can come construction.
That's not what it
coming
goes
up.
by. It actually reads the signs.
It
though.
reads the signs?
Yeah, like my car, like it doesn't actually go by that. Like when I'm driving, it actually has a camera that will read the speed limit signs and tell me what the speed limit is.
Well, I'm talking about construction too.
What I'm saying is Teslas will have. I would assume anyway. They can read construction zones. They can
signs.
read speed limits. They can read construction
Yeah.
zones.
And then
they can
sway.
read cautions and stuff.
In case the roads will be rerouted, and that shit's gonna keep going straight.
They're not like following. That's what I'm saying. They're not following GPS. They're actually it's actually watching and it can see
car.
things. It
They're
can see
getting-
pedestrians. It can see cars. It's
Technology,
too smart.
man, it's getting so close to our wireless
What if
fucking
you-
pressure washing hoses, dude. We're going to have them one day. Wireless hoses. You can water the garden from the back of the field. Don't need this long hose. Just have the fucking sprayer.
Where's the water come from?
Exactly.
Bluetooth.
That's the
You
problem.
Bluetooth the water.
Wi-Fi,
Wi-Fi, man. What? Yeah.
Wi-Fi water.
I'm telling you.
Barry just came in for a minute.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Wireless water hoses. That's the future right there.
That's the future, man.
We
You
should
could probably buy it at Staples.
No, we should do that. Like
But they're an
no,
electronics store.
no, we should do it like get handle and like put green tape on it and like edit it out so it looks like a handless.
Oh, that'd be
like a
funny.
wire.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
connected
green screen it out.
Bluetooth. You hold the button Bluetooth, and then
That's
water
a great
goes
idea for a
out.
commercial. We should do that.
Wireless.
That'd be funny.
Twin Pie already did it. We've had to fucking watch for that.
Yeah,
The what?
The Bluetooth hoses, we have to check. That's
it's
too
already
funny.
there. It's already
probably there.
SNL already did it.
Probably or some shit. Simpsons did it.
I could probably do that
Simpsons
even
did it.
easier though. I could probably do it with generative fill. I probably don't even need a green screen.
Green screen, yeah.
Because like generative fill now, like, you could take a no relation to Dr. Phil, but you could I could hold
Says
it.
you.
You
Yeah,
could
you
hold
don't-
it
you
and
don't
just
know.
have it here. And
You
you
haven't
literally
seen it's 23andMe.
Yeah, exactly.
what you do is you just take a frame of the export and then you could just like mask it out. I have to show you what it is because it's pretty fucking cool. Basically, we can do what the I've been thinking about this last night. I was watching videos on it because I want to do it for the movies we have coming up. Kind of like remember with Star Wars, the way they did it with the matte paintings in the background.
Yeah.
And you film just this stuff, and then the rest of it's all made by
yeah.
painting. Well, you could do that in Photoshop now. So you could just take like the frame of you, have the whole thing, and then cut you out, and then you could put whatever background behind you as long as it's not moving, and then paste it back into the video. As long as you don't go outside those borders, you can create whatever. So we could easily do that with a
sidewalk, sidewalk and dirt.
But I was thinking about that for music videos and for our movies coming up, like
not funny skits.
But we could work with funny skits too.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry, that was like real weird and techie I got into there, but
they did that with Masters of the Universe too.
Yeah.
They're like that same guy who painted up the paintings.
In the background.
Because you see him like he's like painting like with his hand like that. You see him just slowly like doing a little texture. And he steps away and you're like, what the fuck?
It's pretty wild.
Dude, he's crazy.
They're literally just filming this, and then back then they would just overlay the film, you know, or they would use almost like animation cameras where it would have like a plate here, and then it would have, you know, depth or whatever, and then you have it back in the background. But you could do that now with Photoshop.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I wonder how much money you got paid for that, because it was a lot of work.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
A lot of fucking work.
That's what's crazy. If you watch, have you ever watched like the making of original Star Wars?
Yeah.
Because they had matte paintings for the background, and they had miniatures and stuff. They were on strings. Like that's insane. Like how good it looks. Like because you watch it now, it looks better than some of the CGI that comes out now.
Did you see that George Lucas said he loved Spaceballs when he first saw it?
Oh, yeah.
And he said if it wasn't a spoof of Star Wars, it would have been a good story. I'm like, that's your own story. That's your story, George. Because, man, if it wasn't a spoof, that'd be a really good story.
It's the same story, basically.
That's why he would like it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a story. Well, I know that they were just... he made Mel Brooks sign a deal that he would not make toys. And that's what the joke from Spaceballs, the toilet paper, Spaceballs, the flamethrower, all that stuff, that was because of that.
Have you seen Spaceballs, the tattoo? I almost got that the other day.
No, I didn't.
I saw
it
that.
says Spaceballs, the tattoo.
The tattoo.
It's like the Spaceballs font with the tattaoo below it. That's all it is.
I love it, yeah. I'd do that.
We all should get that. We all should get Spaceballs, the tattoo.
I'd do Spaceballs, the tattoo.
Sorry, going back to what you were saying before, the story... It actually wasn't his story. You know, the editor, have you ever seen that video? There's a YouTube video. They actually talk about how the story was different, and the editor is what made the story make sense. Because a lot of what George Lucas wrote didn't make any damn sense for the first movie. But he really just kind of rushed it out because he thought it was going to flop.
Yeah.
And then the editor was actually the most important part of the first movie. They edited it, and they switched stuff around and made it make sense.
So you made Barry funny. You made Barry Weinfeld funny with editing.
Editing is this podcast. I edit a lot of weird stuff in this podcast. The way it's paced and edited, it makes a big difference in the humor.
Yeah, the last 4 episodes, me and Jesse haven't even really been here.
No.
He's amazing.
Phil.
It's all AI.
It'll be Firefly. Yeah.
But no, watch that Barry on YouTube.
That's right. Yeah, we haven't talked about that. Barry reacts to Jurassic Park.
I'm telling you, I woke up this morning, smoked a bowl, and watced that, and I was like, that was fucking hilarious.
What'd you think of the pacing?
Barry.
Was it too...
He was like, I know Amber and Needles. It's just like Amber.
She's dead now.
Yeah. I like the one you're like, oh, it's full of holes, just like his movie. What did you think of the length of it? Because it was like 24 minutes.
Perfect. That was really perfect. It wasn't too long, wasn't too short.
I was originally shooting for like 15 minutes.
Half hour.
Perfect. I couldn't cut more out of it.
25 to 30 is perfect. I think
but it was enough
hour.
of the movie. Like I cut a lot of that movie out.
Yeah.
Go watch Barry Weinfeld reacts. That's gonna be we're gonna do more episodes of that.
I want to be a guest on it. Definitely want to be a guest on it. I'm gonna get drunk, and watch No Retreat, No Surrender. Is
it Barry gets drunk too? Watch him get drunker as the movie.
That's even better.
He passes out. It's just Jesse watching it.
Yeah. Like, hey, you really can't hold your liquor.
And you're like stealing my money from me.
Steal his wallet, a little puppet wallet. But the money in here is just fabric. It's just made of felt.
It's not even real.
We have Monopoly money. What?
You can have a puppet moth flying out of it.
This ain't my first rodeo. I think I haven't been robbed by a puppet before.
That would be funny. Barry's wallet's just full of Monopoly money and just like fake coins, like chocolate coins or something. Like,
what the fuck is this?
Not currency at all.
I can't spend this.
Paper clips and random notes.
Pictures of your guys' family.
Creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah, one picture from each of us. Like one of us. Like, what the fuck?
Well, this has been fun, guys.
Yeah.
I've missed you. I haven't seen you in forever. I feel like it's been days and days and days and hours.
I know, right?
Even though we spent like 12 hours together yesterday.
Correct.
And we're going to do it again tonight.
I'm never away from these motherfuckers.
It's all the time. Hey, let's go hang out at Best Buy.
Yeah. No, I'd rather go to Staples. I'm looking at electronics today.
I know. I'm going to go on RadioShack.com.
Is that still a thing?
No.
Are there Radio Shacks other places or is it just ours that closed?
I don't know.
Okay, that's what I wonder. Wait a minute. Are there Circuit Cities you left or no?
No,
I don't know.
I think they're gone.
I'll go to Marsh and look for a Sears Roebuck.
I feel like Radio Shack's probably still a thing. I remember. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, RadioShack.com.
Yeah, yes, yeah, it is. Hell yeah. See? Electronics retail company.
1921.
Oh, it says right there, fuck Kokomo. No wonder they're not here.
Yeah, fuck Kokomo.
They used to have like 3 fucking...
Ooh, Fort Worth, Texas. That makes sense. Yeah. I don't know why it does.
Why would that make sense? Because it's worth it to go there.
They only had 8,000 stores in 1999.
Really?
Yeah, they were.
Wow.
We were just some of the luckies.
Oh, remember Toys R Us? Oh, I miss Toys R Us too. I don't want to grow up.
I don't want to throw up all my sticky cum kids. Yeah, there's so many dicks that... Oh.
Well, keep going. What the fuck was that?
Look, yeah, there's still approximately 400 dealers left.
In the U.S., really? Huh. We have to go find one, dude.
Yeah.
But we are due for a B-dubs.
Dude, I haven't had B-dubs.
Us three need to go sit down to B-dubs.
I've been with Cortni for 2.5 years. She doesn't like B-dubs. So I haven't pretty much not eaten there from 2.5 years.
Oh, we got to go to B-dubs. Oh, my God.
Hey, it's a Circus City.
We got to go.
CircusCity.com is still a thing, too.
Whoa.
No, it's not. It's going out of business. It says so right there on the picture.
Yeah, but look, it's got a website.
We can go online. Yeah, they still have a warehouse selling shit online.
CircusCity.com.
Yeah, see.
This
free
is
shipping
wild.
over $35. Dude, I'm going electronic shopping tonight online.
Yeah.
We'll get some cool electronics.
Well, you heard it here first. Since nobody else knew about this, Circuit City is still a thing.
And Radio Shack.
If anybody still remembers Circuit City, I don't know, but I wonder if they have any. I
love Radio
No,
Shack.
look what it says at first.
What?
Look, formerly Circuit City Corporation Inc. Formerly Circuit City
Stores.
Yeah.
Formerly Circuit City
It's
Stores.
not a store
It's not a
anymore.
store. Well, it's still a store
It's
online.
all online,
right?
yeah.
That's not a store.
No, Radio
really.
Shack. Radio Shack has the stores.
They still have stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still have.
Circuit City, I think it's
physical.
all
This
online.
was founded in 1949. What kind of electronics were then? It's probably an appliance company.
German.
It wasn't.
German.
It
A lot
was
of German
founded
shit.
in 1921 in Boston. That's a lie. You need to look better.
That's
not correct. That is as Ward's company, 1949 to 1984.
Ward's. Yeah,
It was in 19. I know this for sure.
Well, I just read this.
You know,
Or something like this. Or maybe that was the other one, Radio Shack.
Were you related to
maybe
Thomas
Radio Shack
Ward?
was 1921.
1921 was Radio Shack.
Yeah, in Boston. Okay. So these guys are when originally?
1984.
Lafayette Radio Chain, baby. I don't know what that means.
That's interesting.
Fuck these guys.
Whoa.
Okay, so there are no more.
No, I'm sick of Radio Shack
There's
and
no more.
Circuit City.
There's no more Circuit Cities, but
No physical, but Radio Shack. We have to go to Radio Shack.
let's find a Radio Shack. Let's go on tour and go find a Radio Shack.
Let's go on a Radio Shack. Let's see how many Radio Shacks we could play. Let's talk them into like playing Radio Shack.
Like that
tour.
band that played Denny's.
Yeah.
Good evening, Radio Shack. What the fuck is up?
We were paid in Grand Slams.
And then we go, instead of Love Shack, we do Radio Shack.
Radio Shack, baby, Radio Shack.
Radio Shack.
I think Barry should react to the movie Radio, but I think he would be too offensive the whole time.
No.
He would say the R word way too many times.
Yeah.
We're already fighting copyright. We can't fight that word.
It's like, Cuba, you shouldn't have gone full beep.
Anyways, on the note of going full beep, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to get out of here, and we'll see you guys next week. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Comment down below if you think that Staples is an electronics store.
And you better comment the right shit.
If you think Staples is the same as a Circuit City, let's just say that. If they're similar stores.
We never said that. We didn't say they were the same. We said they were both electronic stores. Now
Okay.
you're trying to win.
now
you
he's
set it
trying
up
to
to
win.
win. I see.
Competitive person. Comment down below if you think Staples is an electronics store or if it's an office supply store.
True.
Or is it an electronic store that happens to supply office supplies?
But now it's the same thing as every department store in the world.
Exactly. Walmart.
Is it a
Might as well go to
Macy's?
Walmart.
Is Staples a Macy's? Join us here next time on episode 26.
We'll see you guys next week. Go to shopouthouse.com and buy some stuff.
See ya.
You little ugly boy.
What do you think we got here, midgets? Right down to the orange roof on Howard Johnson's outhouse.
Next, you're gonna tell us there are poisonous snakes in the outhouse.
Do you know what those stock certificates are worth today?